Hey guys, welcome back. Today we discuss The Batman. The Batman stars Robert Pattinson and Zoë Kravitz as younger versions of Batman and Catwoman. The two are brought together to solve a detective mystery centered around murder, politics, crime, and corruption. In one of the darkest, grittiest, most well-rooted portrayals of Gotham City ever seen in live action. The cinematography is breathtaking, and when combined with a soundtrack that really captures the mood and tone of the metropolis, it contributes to a rather immersive world-building experience. Now, many fans question both the story's timing and the lives of these characters, year 2 for Batman, and the ability of the actors to pull off the complexity of the roles. Yet, they do. Pattinson and Kravitz are believable on their own, especially the Bat, who is still struggling with developing his alter ego Bruce Wayne and mastering his abilities and gadgetry, as well as controlling his inner rage. When the two come together, their on-screen chemistry lends further depth to each scene they share, and layers a performance by Pattinson that is only really superficially emo, despite criticism to the contrary. He actually does express a range of emotion in this film that can go underappreciated if you aren't paying attention. And the fight scenes are incredible as well. While some question the capacity of his armor to take the beatings he receives, I'm on board with suspending reality for the duration of these fiercely thrilling showdowns. Speaking of which, I also like the villains in this film, especially the Riddler. Some have complained that he's too Zodiac Killer-esque, but it was a natural draw from a real-world influence that made the story more grounded. Batman isn't called the world's greatest detective for nothing, so giving him a mystery to solve similar to that which stumped our world's best, then weaving it into an even greater conspiracy only makes sense, and I enjoyed how each of the clues helped propel the story forward. Detective Jim Gordon, played by Jeffrey Wright, is probably my least favorite character in the film, only because he doesn't contribute much to the story. Beyond a source for timely contrivances and exposition dumps, he mostly exists as frightened and desperate window dressing, as if he's there simply because he's Jim Gordon and has to be. And that brings me to another issue I wasn't a huge fan of in this film, and that's the excess dialogue. As you probably heard by now, there were lines in the film that were just a tad heavy-handed in context, but it's not just that. The film itself is nearly 3 hours long. I appreciate a slow burn as much as anyone, and the pacing overall is generally quite good, escalating on the threat and violence our heroes face. But there were entire conversations that could have been cut and shaved a good 30 minutes off of the runtime without impacting the underlying story at all. All in all, I would highly recommend this film, not only for theater viewing, but it's one of the few films to come out in this era that I fully intend to buy a physical copy of. The rewatch value is insane, and I'm calling it now as one of the most iconic Bat flicks of our time. But hey, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.